Filthy Guap.
Big Mill, the hood post. Scott 5 what up? It's a jungle in the ghetto, so you better beware. It ain't nothing but gorillas, iron tigers, the best. Pro Max, Zaz's killing for tourists. Step foot up in this jungle, leave out in the hearse. Codons, Percocet, city girls, yes sex, all eyes, no doubts. Bullet shells, candle wax, candle lit, Brody hit, gas, shot, he shot back. Guess he moves real when he died, he ain't come back. Round here, snakes, win, gorilla man, no bin. Bro was facing 10, gave him up, now he back to win. Man, it's every day on the floor, no other way. In the ghetto, better get you some cake, no birthday, no heart, no love, nigga. What is B-Day? Cause when you down bad love, digital your leeway. Might find yourself in the he say, she say. Every day, all day, who am I say? I'm the hood postman, 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 I'm the hood postman. Always got motion, always keep motion. I'm the hood postman, 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 I'm the hood postman. Wanna get homies like Rennie Loki.
Professor Melly Mill, Hood Postman, you know the vibe. I'm here today with a special guest. You guys know him as Tommy, but maybe some of you know him as Black Tommy. Yeah. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you. So growing up, man, are you originally from LA or where you from?
I was born in Louisiana and I moved. We were out here when I was like 10 years old, and my mom didn't want me in the gang culture, and she sent me back to grandma, and I went through all of that for a while. And then I finally got back out here. But going to grandma was good because I discovered I could play football, and I got a football scholarship. I went to college, and one spring, one of my friends from LA showed up, Black Dave, and he was dripping in jewelry, and he had a brand new Cadillac, and that summer I was out here.
So let's go back a little bit. What part of Louisiana did you grow up in?
Oh, it's near Monroe. It's a little farm town called Oak Grove.
Oak Grove.
Yes.
And what college did you attend?
I went to a college in Monroe. Now it's Monroe. It's Louisiana Monroe University, okay. LMU. When I went to college there, it was Northeast Louisiana Indians, and since the world came against degrading the word Indian,
they removed it.
They removed it, and then they became another.
Good enough. Yeah. So Black Dave, who was Black Dave to you?
Black Dave was family. I mean, we all know, the city knows him as, very popular guy. Died on a boat in Catalina.
Boat accident.
Yeah,
yes,
boat
I heard
accident.
that.
Yeah, and but he was family to me. Me and him hit it off right away. His kids, his grandmother lived in Oak Grove, and he would visit in the summertime from like 11 years old, and we hit it off as kids.
Gotcha. Was him and Harry O truly brothers?
They are brothers. Yeah.
They are brothers. Yeah. Okay, same mom and dad.
Brother, yeah.
Okay. So when you meet Dave, you said he pulled up in a brand new Cadillac jewelry,
purple on purple.
So what was running through your mind? How was you processing everything that was in front of you?
Oh no, it was family. So his is mine. I know I'm in. You know what I mean? I'm getting ready to win too. Ain't no way for me to lose. If he already getting it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have the same thing shortly. And he invited me to come get the same thing.
What year are we talking?
We're talking 81 and 82.
Right.
That's
when a lot of things get kicked off. A lot of things, and people understand that.
Yeah.
That the term crack cocaine was given. It was nothing we put together. It was just cocaine to us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just wanted to get that clarity. The government has a way of implementing things and making things. In other words, they use that term to make it seem worse.
Yeah, for sure.
In order for the justification of the severe incarceration.
Oh yeah.
So you're going through it's the 80s. So tell me about what was the 80s like, man? Because it's so many different stories and varieties and way people explain it from your eyes, from the lens of your eyes. Black Tommy, what was the 80s?
Yeah, I think it was, for me, it was a glorious time for young black men. I hear a lot of people, they say, I don't want to glorify those times, but I can't separate myself from those times. Those were glorious times for young black men because it was just a wealth of young black men in LA, and actually from my perspective, it was so much money, the killing kind of went down because people didn't have time for death. People didn't have time to think about murdering no one because basically killing comes out of impoverished situations where people are so frustrated with their own lives, they want to take the lives of someone else. But when you're happy with your life, you try to find a way to survive. You try to find a way to stay here and live and prosper and have a great time. So, yeah, those times were just, those were some times I'll never forget. The world will never forget them because there'll never be another time like that for young black men from the ages of 19 to 24, 25 years old having everything they wanted in life.
Shoe boxes, closets, rooms full of money.
Safe this high, refrigerator.
Case in point, though, PPP, right?
Yeah.
During the pandemic, EDD, there was no killing. Nobody was because it was so much money.
Yeah.
There was so much money.
And then when they
your point,
when they jacked it off on the strip club, they started killing again.
They lined up the Gucci stores, the Prada stores, the Louis stores, and never bought that stuff. Bought them used Benzes, Mercedes, and BMWs and Bentleys.
Then tragically, the Black Godfather's wife get killed because somebody spent all their PPE money.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I do know him. Clarence Avon.
Clarence Avon.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to Clarence because he's a very important part of this LA history and how he related to you guys in that era and how he was able to. I'm sure he was able to give a lot of blueprints and a lot of information to how business.
Well, my mentor is Al Bell. He started Stax Records, so he taught Clarence. So Al Bell, right now I got it both speed dial. If I need something, I'm calling him.
Gotcha.
Al and I, we did. A few people, not too many people know it, but I underwrote Bellmark Records. Bellmark is the home of Whoop, There It Is, and it's also the home of Prince's one record, Most Beautiful Girl in the World.
Most Beautiful Girl in the World.
Prince got, I know you remember this, Prince had creative differences with Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They cut him. We picked him up and took him to number one. That's the most, that's the most singles he ever sold on a record is Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Then Warner Brothers offered him $15 million. With us, he said, he did a handshake deal with us that he would sign with us if we blew him up. If we put him in our machinery and it worked, he would stay with us. Warner Brothers offered $15 million. Of course, we wasn't able to offer $15 million at the time. He takes the $15 million.
When you say machinery, what does that mean?
Well, we had the right promotional tools in place to take a record big because we caught Whoop and it was 60,000.
Oh, that was a big song.
Yeah, that was the Anthem, 93.
Yeah.
So, and we caught it and then we put it in our machinery, the promotion, the distribution, and how we went after the radio stations and, Al's name alone being such an icon in the industry and stuff blows up,
Tommy, being that Don Diva and Fed don't do it, I want you to give me, whether it's 10, 15, 20, the most impactful guys that came out of the 80s in LA.
Proof of grind all the time, baby.
Yeah. Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say?